Okay, I think the recording is in progress and it looks like it's on my AirPods. So let's hope it stays that way. Okay, so for the video recording sake, today's class is going to be a advanced. Can you guys hear me? I feel weird with an AirPod in. Is this on? Can you hear me okay? I think I turned the knob down back there. Is that okay? Okay. Um, okay, so today's workshop is going to be going over snake and twist, short spine, and then what's called standing side splits, which is also similar to standing inner thighs with the body bar repertoire. So we want to make sure your body's super nice and warm first. So let's start with some rollbacks with our wooden roll down bar. So all your springs on, take out your shoulder blocks, and let's face the back and do some rollbacks. Hi, Maha. We are going to work on, yeah, snake and twist, short spine, and standing side splits today. Yay. You guys, thank you so much for coming. This is a really great turnout. I'm super pumped. Do we have 11? Hell yeah. I know. This is really fun. Oh, good. Well, I all of a sudden was like, yeah, I never even made a reminder too. So I was like, I need to tell everybody, hey, we're here. Has everybody met everybody? I was just suddenly thinking of that. Sierra, have you met everybody? Yes. Okay, cool. Okay. And then has everyone gotten to meet Carissa? Okay, cool. I thought so. I just was like, oh my God, just in case. Yeah. Okay, so do just a couple more of these as your body's beginning to warm up. And then I will add onto it a little bit. And then, yeah, with my AirPod in, I really cannot tell if I'm loud enough. Is this okay on the mic? Cool. Thank you. I think well, you taught last weekend, right? Not since then. We got one recently. Okay, next time you're at the top, let's stay at the top. Okay, so at the top, we really want to work the abdominals more. So let's press your arms down. Try to get the arms kind of parallel to the floor. Try to maintain that as you tuck your tailbone, articulating your spine down nice and slow. You can pause at the bottom. You can let your arms relax a little bit and enjoy that nice little pull from the bar. Then let's curl just your head up and pause there. Press down into your wooden bar a little bit more. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, curl up 3 more inches, pause there. Inhale, press the bar down. Exhale, curl up 2 more inches, pause there. Inhale, and again, exhale, curl up. Keep that pressure down all the way up. Take a little break at the very top. Let's do that again. Now we're going to do it on the way down as well. Okay, so stay at the top, press down into your wooden bar. Inhale, curl back just 6 inches, pause there. Take another, oh, I didn't tell you to exhale. Exhale, just breathe normally. Okay, inhale again as you press the bar down. Exhale, curl back 6 more inches, pause there. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, press down a little further, pause there. Curl back another few inches, go all the way down. Take a little break at the very bottom. Core should be getting quite toasty. Same thing coming back up again. So first, inhale, curl just your head up, pause there as you exhale. Inhale, press down into the bar a bit more, curl up 6 inches, pause there. Nice. Inhale, press down. Exhale, curl up 2 to 3 inches, try to pause again. Inhale, exhale, keep coming up nice and slow up to the very top. Yay. So this is a great way we can make it harder. Do you guys want to make it a little harder too, just to know how to play with it? Sure, why not? Let's come up, come to standing. Take these springs down to this second one. It should fit just fine with your other hook on. Take both onto those and let's do the same thing. So it's going to be hard. Warning. So we've basically taken away, 10 to 12 inches of resistance. So you have a very small amount of help now. Yeah. So get ready. Try to go with that same articulation. So take your nice deep inhale, exhale, begin to curl down. You don't have to pause yet. Just get a feel as you're going all the way down for how little help you have from the springs now, right? Ooh, it looks good though, you guys. This form looks nice. Then come up, try to go slowly on your way up. We want to articulate through your vertebrae as best as possible. Now let's add in that little pause too. So inhale, press down, exhale, curl back maybe 6 inches, pause there again. Take another deep inhale as you press down, exhale, you can curl 6 more inches. One more. So we basically take 3 breaths down, 3 breaths up. The slower those breaths are, the harder. We don't want you to hyperventilate and breathe too fast. So find that nice rhythm on your way up again. You can kind of play with it and feel it. Nice job, Mary. Nice job, Madison. And you'll feel how little help you have from the springs. Ooh, but form looks good. Ashley, nice form. You can honestly, you technically can play with the breath either way, but you want to inhale to set, exhale to move is your like standard on this one. Which reminds me that I was actually going to bring my manual, the one I went through to show you guys a couple things and I forgot. Next time I'll bring it. Okay. So when you're at the bottom, let's do a little side stretch. Let's do your little banana stretch. And your body should feel a bit warmer at this point. And then we'll go into some snake and twist right after this. How'd you guys feel? Did you like that one? Yes. Yep. And you could start them with the springs low, or you could have them feel that difference from the top down too. Yes. So for those watching the recording, it was being asked if reformer or mixed equipment, it could be good. Yes. Yay. Yeah, get that nice little side stretch. Isn't it just lovely? What spring did you do the snake and twist and stuff on? You remember? Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. So let's come up to the very top. Beautifully done. Okay, so we're going to start with snake and twist. Snake and twist is from the classical advanced series. It is an extremely hard exercise. There is a lot to it. So you always want to build on from the bottom up so that people cannot progress if they choose not to. Because when you get into the full twist with snake, your body is in extension, rotation, dipping, there's lateral flexion. So your spine and muscles are doing all these different things. So you just want to be kind of careful. So let's put your shoulder blocks back in. And I'm going to do a little example first. And I think I'll use yours, Madison, if that's okay. Let's start on a high blue for this one. Okay. And then, as you guys all know, I think you all know that we're getting all new equipment on August 23rd. Yes. Okay. On that new equipment, you guys are going to notice the springs feeling quite different. Since it'll be brand new, um, their springs might be a little tighter, which will mean they're a little bit closer to ours. But you'll find that our high blue feels more like those red springs. So on the other equipment, and then if any Kansas City people watch this, one red is probably what you'll want to start on as a baseline. Just so that you guys know, we may have to adjust that a little bit. Okay, so for twist, or I'm sorry, for snake and twist to start with, you want to do snake prep. We'll start on this side. I'll show you guys, then I'm going to talk you through it because I'm going to show you how to physically spot people as well. So for this one, it's going to be right foot is planted strong on the floor. Ideally, the right foot is going to be parallel to your foot bar because when we progress it, that right foot will be on the foot bar parallel. So you want to try to emulate that foot position. Then your left foot is crossed on top. And when we do oblique pikes on the chair, you know how that classical version is tops of the foot touching rather than both feet on? That is the foot position you want for snake and twist also. So to start at your most modified setting, that left foot can be a little kickstand as well. That as you progress, the weight comes totally off of that foot. And I'll talk you guys through the whole thing. So first, right foot is strong. Left foot, I'm going to use my toes to start with. Ideally, and a little far back. You kind of want to be just behind the foot bar. Your ideal is going to be right hand on the spring edge, left hand cupping the shoulder block to start with. But if you want to even modify it further, that hand could be here, and that would make it a little bit easier. So you'll go here. When you press out into a plank position, ideally your right foot stays strong on the floor, and you can see that I'm already taking weight out of that left foot. And then when you're here, we want the hips square to the carriage and lowering, and then your chest open so that you come more into swan. I probably should have done rollbacks too because I'm not warmed. I'm like, oh, I feel stiff. So ideally, hips come down, chest opens so that you're in a swan position, shoulders are strong. And then you can pike to take the carriage back. But your goal is to articulate back. So you'll press out, hips are going to lower, chest opens. In this position, hip bones and collarbones are square to the shoulder blocks, rounding, pike everything back up, articulating. From this position, I'll go into twist and then we'll do the next progression on the next set. So for twist, you press out not quite so far. The left hip comes down and you go like you could look over your right shoulder. And then you want to try to unravel the same way. So rotating back down and unfurling back up again. So for this one, you don't square the hips to the shoulder blocks. The left hip drops down and you'll look over that right shoulder. And that one is the one that, like, there's a lot happening in your body. You could easily strain a back muscle, neck muscle, shoulder, elbow. So you just want to be kind of gentle. Okay, you guys want to try it? Oh, cool. Thank you. Okay, yay. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so let's start. So I am, what is that, 6 to 8 inches away from the white rail? 6 to 8, I would say. Right foot's going to be strong on the floor there, Kristen. Left foot crossed in front. Oh, sorry, that's your spot. Right foot on the floor, left foot in front. Yep. Okay, and then begin to press out. And first, just find your plank. Rachel, that looks good. Yeah, so first, just find your little plank position. And then go ahead and just hike those hips back up to the ceiling. And we can take a little look on how everybody is looking. I should have totally done those rollbacks. I'm like feeling very stiff now. Okay, you guys look beautiful. So now let's add in that swan piece. So press it out with that next one. And you do want both hands gripping pretty strong. Now begin to lower your hips a little, open up your chest, and you're aiming for collarbones and hip bones to come to the shoulder blocks. So actually rotate first. We're going to do our little snake before the twist. So this is your snake. Then the twist comes after. So in your snake, you press forward and then Maha, stay right there. We're going to rotate your hips that way. Open your chest towards your laptop. Yeah, there you go. Now just pike right back up because we won't do our twist yet. Okay, and again. Go ahead. Yep, there you go. Yes. When we take it on the reformer, your arms are going to be a little further away. But this is the best for your starting point. What? Yes. Yeah, you can switch to a red. Mary, for your height, take a small step behind you, just small. Try that. And then, if anything, Mary, you could walk that right hand forward a little. Okay, good. Harder. If it's straining your back, you might want more support, unless you feel like you're fighting it. Try it. Yeah, try it. Yeah, try it. See how it feels. And then we'll take it into the twist. And for your height too, Rachel, you probably could come right here. Yeah, that looks good. What? She went down, so it didn't feel like it was compressing. You can try it. It is hard. It's an advanced exercise. That's kind of why I say, like, you can hurt yourself on it. So you want to be careful. Ashley, that looks good. For you kind of press out for the twist first, and then you kind of have to put the brakes on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then twist. Yep. So yeah, and it is a lot. Like again, it's a very much an advanced exercise. Oh my God, my whole butt's in your camera. Sorry. Yeah, you can try the blue instead. So let's take it into the twist with this next one. So now press out, not quite so far. Pause there. Begin to lower your left hip down. Yep. And then start looking over your right shoulder. Nice, Ava. Nice, Carissa. And then you want to ideally unravel and then fold back up again. Okay. Do a couple of those. And you will feel that you really want to keep those abdominals in and up so that your back doesn't strain. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Madison, that looks good. Rachel, that looks good. Karen Brown, that looks beautiful. Nicely done, Karen Brown. Sierra, that looks good. You can come onto your right toe on the floor. Yes. When you're up on the foot bar, you won't want to. Yeah, they might a little bit. Yeah. I took a small step back because I felt like it kind of restricted my movement. But this is your like most modified position. So our next one, we're going to take it up on the equipment and it's going to feel dramatically different. So this is dramatically different. So just know this is your most basic. Teaching in a reformer class, I would want to, if I was teaching a full class or mixed equipment or whatever class, I would want everyone looking pretty good before I knew that I could progress this in like a different class. I probably wouldn't do the floor and the top in the same class. For the twist, yeah. So for the twist, you'll press out kind of halfway, and then you let your left hip begin to come down. And then right here, for some people, that might be enough, and they just need to come back in again because it's a lot on the lower back. And then if they feel okay when they dip down, begin to open up your chest. You need to let that right shoulder come down. Most of your weight goes into your left hand because then one day you do this and you take that arm looking all pretty, but I'm not going to do that quite yet. And then, but otherwise, when you're in it, that arm like reaches and you can do it single arm. So most of the weight goes into that left arm. You're trying to roll that right shoulder back and rotate your breastbone to look over, knowing that then you'd be at your face. You're like, I know. Nice, Mary. Yay. Nice, Sierra. And then you want to try not to sink into that left shoulder and stay engaged. Okay, so the next position, you want the foot bar. Our foot bars are a little far back. Um, I'm gonna go, I would do your footwork foot bar position. And then I got to remember my spring. Oh, and then we go down then. I think that's where I want to be. Okay, so then we take it up onto the foot bar. You want to find your foot bar position for footwork and then take it down one click. Yep. Okay. Okay. So getting into it is kind of the hardest part, I think, and that's where I'll show you where we're going to go, and then yeah, Jordan, I might use you, and I'll show you how you spot someone to help them because they might need assistance from this point. I'm going to start on a red and a yellow. I think that's probably what I want. I may go down to one red. So then you now cup the far shoulder block. Those wipes are like kind of slimy. Yeah, it feels a little slippery. So now you're going to go to the far shoulder block. So you're going to cup that far shoulder block. That hand is coming same, and you want to hold it pretty strong. Right foot comes up. Your goal is that you're supposed to be able to take your hips up to your starting point with the carriage all the way in, which is a really hard thing to do. Um, so I may not do it, but I'm going to try. Ooh, okay. And then that top foot crosses. Right leg should stay strong. You're going to press out and come into your snake first, hips down, shoulders open, and then unravel to come back up. Let's pretend I did three of those. And then for your twist, hip comes down, looking over that shoulder. You'll see my weight is out of that hand. Ooh, and then back up again. And then you just step behind you. So you don't have, you just step that left foot down. Okay, so Jordan, I know it gets the blood moving. Let me show you guys how to spot because then you can help each other. I thought in red and yellow felt supportive, especially because they're a little slimy from those wipes. But you guys could try just a red if it feels like too much. Okay, so step your right foot up first. Left hand is going to cup. Okay, so before she steps her other foot up, there's several ways that you can spot someone with going into this. One, I'm going to hold her hip bones here and I'm going to help her pike up. Additionally, I'm going to hold the carriage in with my left foot. So we're going to be quite close. So I'm going to help grab with my left foot. I'm going to like pull with my hamstring. to help you. And then, yep, you're going to lift. Left foot is going to come on front and then straighten that one. Oh, you got to lock it straight. Hang on. Hang on. Yep. When you get up there. Okay. Don't let the carriage go. Oh, I got you. Okay. Hang on. Stay there. Okay. We're in. So now I've got her hip bones and I'm holding the carriage in. And you can kind of see like it is hard to get in there. Normally at a classical studio, you teach with shoes on, and that's part of why, so that I could grip the carriage. Okay, gently press out, Jordan. I'm going to help her with my foot. I'm holding the weight of her hips. Okay, bring it back up. On this one, you're going to let your hips go down. Press out, let your hips lower. I'm working pretty hard. Open your chest. I got you. I got you. I got you. She's kind of twerked. Bring it up. Okay, on the next one, we're going to go into twist. Take it down. Pause about right there. Start letting your left hip come down. Look over that right shoulder. And then up and in. Okay, I'm going to step out. You're going to step your left foot to the floor. No. Nice. See, it's hard. Okay, so for me, like my upper body is working really hard on that, but you need to feel supported, right? It's hard. Yeah, it's hard. So, not really. Like Madison tried on the foot plate. You could, it's still freaking hard. Yeah, it's really hard. I know and I'm stronger on facing this side than the other side too. So you kind of usually find a stronger side. So technically you could do it on the foot plate, but it's the floor. Yeah. Mhm. Yep. And then you kind of have to like commit. Ideally, one like you might bend it first, and then as soon as you lift that left leg, you're gonna straighten it. Ooh, and then your goal is to keep it in when you do that, which is freaking hard. Really, really hard. Oh, you're almost there. First, get into it, Mary, and then worry about mounting it later. Worry about how you mount for later. Yeah. I kind of want to show one other person maybe how to spot so you can feel it, and then you can help spot each other. Okay, you want to spot Kristen? Okay, so when you spot Kristen, I'm going to do it a little bit first, and then you're going to take over. Be prepared, like you need to take her weight. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to help hold your hips. You just focus on keeping the carriage in. Up you go. Up you go. Okay. All right. Now face your computer. Yeah, there you go. First, just go into a plank. Okay, got you. Now pike right back up again. Don't let that left arm go too far past you. Okay, lower. Now right there. Yep, a little bit further. Yep, now let your hips come down on the next one, actually. Okay, so go back out again. Pause. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And then up one more time. And then you guys can see one more. You got it. How I'm bending to protect my back and up. Do you want to do twist? You got it. Okay, take it out a little further, a little further, a little further. Right there. Left hip comes down and up. Okay, on the next one, one more. You'll look over your shoulder a tiny bit. Oh, there you go. And up. Okay, I'm going to step out. Left foot to the floor. Yay! I feel it's great. It's hard. Okay, so if you're going to spot, it's hard. No, it's hard. It's hard when you're spotting. So you need to grab hip bones so you have something to grab onto. And then left arm is going to work the most. You need to grab them. I didn't because it's actually like you need shoes. And you did great. Yeah. So when you want to stand, you're doing it. And look, now Jordan's like, yeah, me too. Uh-huh. Yes, Mary. Nice, Mary. Look at you. Hell yeah. Okay, so when you guys spot each other, you kind of have to start awkwardly where they get their foot up. You need to quickly get right behind their bum to protect your own body. So it's like a quick right behind their bum, lift up. When they start pressing out, don't just like let their hips go. You're just going with, and you want to bend your legs so that you're protecting your own back. And then when you pull, pull with everything you have up again. And then again, same thing. So you got to feel getting spotted. Will you spot someone too? Yeah. As in like to even out your sides. Oh yeah. 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 Yes. Hmm. Who else did I spot? I forgot. Jordan. Oh, Jordan. You want to try spotting? You want to try spotting? So you want to spot, yeah, spot Madison, and then Madison can help spot somebody too. So I can start kind of watching. Rissa, that looks good. Yep. And then, yeah, hold on, Maha, with that left arm. Hold her a lot. Yeah. And then keep a hold more. Hold. Yeah, there you go. And then first, rotate this hip down. I would do them separately. Come back up again, pike way up. Yeah. First, have her do, you shouldn't have to because you could try one click. Yeah. Because your advanced is going to be hand on there. And then when she first goes into it, get her to square her hips and shoulders for snake first. Yep. Oh, one other thing, you guys. Oh, one other thing. I'll tell in a second. Ideally, you'll do two snakes, then two twists. For the snake, you want hip bones and collarbones square to like that shoulder block. And then when you go into the snake, you go not quite as far, hold the carriage still as you twist. Yeah, the carriage shouldn't move when you're dropping your head. Yes. Yes. For the twist. Correct. Yeah, you are. Yeah. So first focus on bones and then you want to square again to pike back up. Yeah. No. Nope. Carriage stay still in the twist and when you unravel and then you pull it back up. Yeah. So try that again. Let's see. It's so hard. I know. It might move. So ideally, you want it here against it because you will eventually hold the top. Your carriage will move a little bit. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. Give yourself support first. Okay, there you go. Yep. Yeah, you're in. You're in. Keep this leg straight, strong. Yep. Okay, now press out a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further. Okay, good. Now you can let your hips go down further and let your chest open and then move with her a little bit, Maha. Let her hips go a little lower. Yeah. And pull the belly button in. And that hip needs to come down a bit more. Do that again, Rachel. Right hip. Yep. Press out. Yep. A little bit more, a little bit more. That's better. Now let your right hip drop more. Yes. There you go. Now pike back up again. Okay. Now let's go into twist. Press out, not so far. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Right there is good. Now let your left hip come down. Yes, yes. And then support the left hip a bunch. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, good. Now come up again. When she comes down, don't pull this top hip back. Not that you are. Yeah, she's trying to pull it back too far. So yeah, press out, press out, press out. Hold that left hip a lot. Let that left hip come even further down, not forward. Yes, there you go. There you go. There you go. And up and in. Better. Yeah, better. You'll see. Where's where's your phone? Oh, good. Okay. Hopefully I didn't block it. You'll see how your top hip is trying to come too far. When you do your twist, you want your hip bone that way, chest that way for the twist. You'll see in your video your top hip wants to go too far. Yeah. Mhm. Snake. Yeah. It does. It wants to roll up. And with your back step, we'll want to, yeah, but you get to see it. Okay, let me see how it looks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Be gentle. Yeah. Yeah. Madison, that looks good. Yeah, so there's your snake. Do that again, Madison, for your snake. Press out again. Okay, hold it there. Open your heart. Look up here if you can. Yes, there you go. Now pike back up again. Okay, you ready for twist? Okay, press out, not quite so far, a little bit more, and then hold the carriage still. Drop your right hip. Begin to look over that right shoulder. Yes. Now bring the hip bones back again, then pike back up. Yes, Madison. Ooh, that looks good. Who did this? Okay, good, because you needed that video. I'm like, you look super good on that one. Okay, are you guys evening out with the second side? Yeah, Jordan, that looks good. Yeah, Ava, that looks good. Do that again. And then Ava, drop your left hip down. Open your chest to me gently over this way, not like so far. There you go. There you go. Now pike back up again. And let's do your twist. So press out. Right there is good. Drop your right hip and begin looking over your left shoulder. Yes, there you go. There you go. Pike back up. Bring it back in. Nice. Nicely done. Yeah. Okay. It's so hard. Good job. I know. I don't know if I can do it on this side either. I know. I don't know if I can do my other side. Ugh. And it's just like everybody, everything. Ooh, I can't twist on that side. Ugh. Yeah, I can't twist my second side very well, but I'm real tight on that right side. Yeah, that looks good, Madison. I can't wait for you to see that video. On the snake, especially, you'll see what I was trying to tell you with the hips and heart opening versus just looking forward. Yeah, yeah, it looks super good. Yes, especially on the floor. Yeah, yeah, and build trust. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's hard. It's hard on the floor still. Like it's absolutely. And then if they're real petite, they might want the low blue height or just frame so they don't feel like what Rachel was like pushing against it. And if they feel even more comfortable on the far one, you can. It's a bit more supportive from the floor on the closer ones. You'll kind of feel if you reach on the far one, you just feel far away. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. My second side is a lot weaker. Yeah. Where did I put my water? It's over there. Yeah, you want to be, yeah, that's true. Here, hop on this one or Kristen's. Because, yeah, you want to be behind her butt, not to the side of her. Okay, I'm going to talk them through spotting again, then we'll do our next thing. Yeah. And the trick is getting behind her butt. Yeah. What? So as they're working on that spotting, the next progression is the foot bar at the top, like highest point, and then your like her right hand would be on top of the shoulder block. You want to try it? And then far shoulder block there, Mary. Yep. So if your feet are up on the equipment, you're always going to go far shoulder block. If you're on the floor, closer shoulder block. I would. Oh, yeah, I would. I mean, you could even give yourself a bit more if you wanted. Ooh, get it up there. Okay, now set. Yeah, there you go. Hike up. Nice job, Mary. Gently, gently. Yes. Okay, now really get your butt up. Lift, 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 lift. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, one more of those. Press down. Come into your snake first. And then you guys can see how I'm going to help her. Pike your hips up. You got it. Lift. And I'm going to help push. We'll get up there a bit more, bit more. There you go. There you go. Okay, now go. Yes, nice. Good. No, you're good. You look fantastic. Isn't that insanely hard? And plus, this is like slippery from our really moist wipes. Yeah, I know. So in that spot, you guys see how she couldn't bring it in as far because it's freaking harder. So I didn't want to shove it and like throw her butt back. No, 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 you're good. But I want to give her a little nudging of like get up there a bit more because actually when she can get her hips higher, she gets a little break at the top. Where she's having to stop, she's not getting a rest. Yeah, she's trying to just stabilize and not fall off. Yeah, your foot bar is actually too short too, I would say, for you. Come to think of it. Okay, now it's going to feel harder when you first get in, but now when you pull back, you should feel a little bit better because you're long legs. Yeah, it's freaking hard. So this would naturally go in your core block. Nice. I think she's okay. Yep. And then, yep, there you go. 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 Yes, Mary. Oh, you look good. And then pike it back up. You got it. You got it. Oh, get there. There you go. Nice. It's harder, isn't it? It's freaking hard. It's a lot on the wrists. Um, so couple reasons why we don't teach this a lot in a group class is because it's fucking hard. And most people are going to need a spot to get in and out of it. It's floor is good. Yeah, floor is good. A blue, if you're a little shorter or just more petite frame, so you don't have to fight the spring from the floor. High blue is super supportive. Yeah, rest. From the floor, you want the closest shoulder block. You've got a bit more support that way. As soon as you're going to step up high, you'll go far shoulder block so that you can open up your shape and not feel like you're smushed, especially when your body's contorting in all these different directions. So there is a lot happening. Yes. Middle-ish, middle to back. You're not going to want to go in front of it. So if you're facing that way, yeah, middle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good question. Yeah, middle to back of the foot bar. Mhm. Yeah. You also have long legs. So it's probably about your leg length more than your foot size for this one. Yeah. Good question, though. I like your proportions. Yes. You do have tiny feet. So you'll see, like when you can look on Instagram, like men can do this exercise really, really well. And there's some out there. And then, yeah, when they go into their twist, they're like full, like single arming, all these. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah. Upper body strength is a lot for this one. Grip strength is, yeah, yeah. Plus, I mean, most, I say most, a lot of women, we carry our weight lower, which is harder to get your butt up. most men have their weight a little higher, so it's a little easier to pike up. Um, I did save a snake and twist video to show you guys from this gal that I follow. But she's like a little shorter framed with her body. Oh, I hope I have. I might have to just send it in the group because I don't want to waste your guys' time while I look for it. Darn it, I'm not seeing it. But you know how sometimes people, their post picture isn't and I can't recognize, yeah, what their face is. I can't find her right now, but I'll send it in our group. So yeah, so this one is not really for a group class setting except for the floor one. However, as you're like playing with each other and yourself, like doing Pilates, and you're like, I want to work on stuff and do advanced stuff, now you kind of know the feeling. And then, of course, if you're in like private sessions and stuff, like when Kayleen and Craig started with me, we were doing that. And I could physically spot, two people just alternating. So, yeah, let me know if you have questions. So if you decide to play with it, like in the back room, and you want to send a video, that's what Madison did. She sent a video. She's like, whenever you have time, will you like critique my video? And I was like, yes, it was so fun. So yes, because it's like, it's really fun to like perfect form when you guys are like getting more and more advanced. So if you want to do that, send it to me. It'll be really fun and I can dissect it. Um, it's also nice for you to feel that spotting technique because it's the same feeling when someone's doing pikes on the chair, how you want to lift their butt, or if they're doing like plank to pike or reverse plank to pike, and you see someone really struggling, now you also kind of know how to like assist them. So, with stretching your mind a little bit, there's a few exercises that could go well to help get your body ready for this. What could a few exercises be? And I know that some of you guys may not have all of that memorized yet, and that's totally okay. Hmm. Yep. Yep. Swan will be good. Roll downs. What other exercises that we do quite regularly in here would be good? Yep. Mermaid would be good. Plank to pike. Yep. Both versions of mermaid, as in like stretch mermaid and side sit up mermaid. Exactly. With the rotation, that's a big one. Cleopatra. Hmm. Yep. Yep. T obliques on the chair, T's or twists on the chair. Yep. There's a couple other short box ones. Because, yeah, mermaid with that rotation and a lift, very similar movements. But what else is on the short box? I don't think it's in your guys' manual, but I teach it a lot. It's in the classical repertoire. Yep. Twist. Hmm. Hmm. I know. I'm like, who comes to my classes the most right now? You come to, but you don't come to a lot of classics. Hmm. Around the world. Yep. And then that's where the twist ones come from. So when we're on the short box, especially if we're holding the magic circle, you know how we do our twist and reach? And then especially that one where we roll onto the whole hip, twist and reach. Yes. Hmm. I would say twist and reach is its own exercise. Yes, that's what it's called. Twist and reach is its own exercise. In the classical repertoire around the world is, yeah, like a variation of a combination of all of them. Does that make sense? Yeah. Interesting. That's fun. That's okay. You can be like, hey, you can be like, we're going to do our twist and reach and around the world. Yeah, that makes it the around the world. If you just stick to the side, it's twist and reach. That would be fine. Yeah, that's how I would cue around the world. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Side plank variations. Yep. 100%. Oblique pikes. on the chair. So yeah, lots of things can help get your body ready for it. So now that whenever you get to like connect how exercises complement one another, that also helps with like looking for better form in those exercises too, you know? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's move on to short spine. How is it 2:30 already? Okay, let's do short spine. So for short spine, let's start on two red, which is your most friendly exercises. Or most friendly exercises. Sorry, most friendly spring setting. Yes, thank you. Okay, so lie on your back. Let's put those long loops on your, actually, I'm sorry, let's do short loops. We're going to do the most friendly option and we'll progress. So two red, short loops. Okay, start with just some lifting and lowering. Okay, two red, short loops. Okay, let's start with just lifting and lowering. So on these two red with your short loops, you have the most assistance for this exercise. If you're on the long loops, that's fine. You're just making it a little harder, no problem, especially if your short loops are uneven, because I know that that does happen. And yeah, oh, there we go. We'll start with just lifting and lowering. You guys look excellent. Let's be heels together, toes apart. So Pilates V. So for short spine, you should be in Pilates V the whole time. Heels together, toes apart. It's never parallel. Um, I know that some people do it parallel. I usually just like let that go if they're just not getting that brain connection. But technically, it's supposed to be in a Pilates V throughout. Oh, that would be okay. So, Kristen asked a good question. What if they can't connect their heels because their legs, yes, are knock-kneed or their legs are bigger? Of course, that's fine. You just want them to be turned out. Yeah, absolutely. Great question. Okay, so your contemporary version of short spine is where you'll stay like this. Your legs are going to lift towards the ceiling and you'll let your hips lift as well. The legs and hips go back. You'll bend the knees towards the shoulder blocks. Yeah, Sierra, keep those heels connected if you can. Yep, toes apart. Yeah, there you go. Nice. And then you can roll it back down nice and slow. Okay, let's do a couple of those. And of course, if your body does not love short spine, abort the mission. You can just watch everybody else. Um, yeah, get your short ones even if you want to do it. You pick which variation you want to do today. Yeah. Okay, so you guys are all looking good. Take a little rest so that we can kind of stay together. Ava, those look nice. Okay, so most of you rolled your bum down with your feet staying in the same distance from your bum. So we're going to do that once more. So send your legs out to 45 degrees. Legs and hips can come up towards the ceiling and back towards the tower poles. Pause there for just a second. Bend your knees towards the shoulder blocks and then slowly roll down. And most people come down like this full shape as all in one. Yeah, Carissa, just like that. Yeah, Kristen, Rachel, Madison. Yep, you got it. Okay, now rest at the mirrors again. So that is your most contemporary variation of short spine. It's not wrong. It's not right. It's just a contemporary variation. So we're going to take it into a past classical variation. So come up the same way. Begin to let your legs and hips come up and back towards the tower poles. Bend your knees to the shoulder blocks and then pause there again. Now your toes should be right on top of your eyes. Your feet are on top of your chest. Keep them there as you roll your hips down without letting the feet go with you. So then ideally your sacrum touches the mat while your feet stay there. Then you pull your feet to your bum and then frog back out. Okay. What? Yes, exactly. So let's do that again. So hips lift, legs lift, bend your knees down, your feet stay where they are as you roll your butt down, and you try to get your hips down, then you pull your feet down to your bum. Yes, to go back out again. Okay, that looks good, Kristen. Let's do it one more time, then we'll take a little break, then we're going to add on to it. Yes, heels together, toes apart, always. Feet stay there. Feet stay there. You need to do yours again, Rachel. Yours was good there, Kristen. Okay, so again, let me go on the other side so the camera can see too. Okay, so lift everything up. When you're ready, take a break because we are going to do some more and I don't want you to overdo it. Okay, bend towards the shoulder blocks. Okay, pause there. Flex your feet ideally a little bit. Not so much that you feel like your glutes will fall. Stay there with your feet. Start rolling your bum down. Ideally, you'll get your sacrum down and then pull your heels right to your bum. So down. Yes, I know. Try that again, Rachel. I'll watch you. I would say yes for you. Yes. Okay, so you can come up into your lift there, Maha. And then, yeah, you can let your legs go back. Yeah. And bend towards the shoulder blocks whenever you're ready. Okay, then feet stay there, rolling your hips down. Yeah, that looks lovely. And then feet to bum. Yes, nice. Yeah, you looked good, Maha. Yeah, Rachel, you got it. Yours looked good too. It's freaking hard. But you can start with like a little bum. And then I know Karen says that her tatas feel like you're suffocating her. Oh, that's fine. You can do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You can. 100%. We could add a yellow. I wouldn't want to add more than a yellow though. That's great. 100%. On other equipment, those pegs are actually like right behind your shoulder blocks. And so you don't have to be so open. You get to grab. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine. Hold on. Absolutely. That's totally fine. Yeah. Okay. So take a little rest. Now we're going to add on to it for the classical variation. Okay. So real quick, while you guys have a little rest, like get a nice little break, little butterfly stretch, whatever you want to do. So for short spine, if you are feeling lower back pain or neck pain, you need to abort the mission. Short spine is not for everybody. And I say that every time I teach it. So if there's any discomfort and pain, don't do it. The other thing about short spine is, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. Really? Seriously, guys. Oh, because your back is getting the deepest flexion possible. You've got these ropes helping to hold your legs and feet in place while gravity is pulling the heaviest part of your body, your butt and legs, back down. So, the reason that it can hurt people is that your vertebrae are getting pulled apart from one another as much as possible, basically. So, that's where it feels good. You get a feeling of traction like your discs between the vertebrae get this nice little space. But for some people, if their back is super tight or they have a bulging disc, this could be really detrimental because you're basically like opening their vertebrae away from each other. Does that make sense? Yeah. So the other nice thing is that means it could stretch those back muscles because they're being pulled apart. However, it can be too much for a lot of people. So that is the reason why if you have low back pain, abort the mission because we don't want to pull your vertebrae apart from one another if that's not comfortable. And then for your neck, most of your body weight is propping up on your neck. And so if they have neck pain, we don't want to put that much strain on those neck muscles. So that's the reason why we abort the mission. Okay, let's do the classical variation. So send your legs to the mirrors again at 45 degrees. Let's go heels together, toes apart. Again, you're in your Pilates V. Okay, don't let your legs move at all, but try to lift your butt up a little bit. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Jordan, that was a good. Yes, Jordan. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God, Madison's doing it. Nice. Okay. Push into me a little bit. Yeah, there you go. And then rest back down. Nicely done. You don't even have to go up that high. You did good. Do it again. Nice. Okay, rest. Nicely done, Karen. Okay, take a little rest. I know. Well, you don't have to lift them super high, just a little bit, just a little bit. So now I want to show you. I'll go in the front so that you guys can sort of see, and then I'll go back because can you guys all kind of see down the line a little bit? So for the way that my body is going to help support and prop someone, and I can come to the back so you guys can see, my elbow is going to come on my hip bone. So I'm kind of like popping my hip up and supporting my elbow bone with my hip bone. And then I'm coming under her feet and I'm holding the top. And now as she puts her body weight into me, I'm supported. Rest back down. Nicely done. Because if I'm out here and she puts her whole weight, I cannot support her. I'm going to hyperextend my elbow. I'm going to hurt my back because her whole weight is like slamming into my arm. So you need to be up close and personal. Both my legs are against the white rail. Elbow is on the hip bone so that you can press down. Yeah. And then you can do that no matter what size the person is. Rest back down. Let me show the back row real quick. I think you guys all got to see I did it with Karen. So hands come under both heels. I'm not grabbing. Actually, the camera can't see you. I'm going to do Kristen. Okay, Kristen. Yep. Come down halfway. Okay. So both hands are coming under her heels. I'm not grabbing the heels. They're just kind of like cupping the heels. Elbow into hip bone. And then I'm going to have my hands on top just so I can guide it for my own body's sake more than for her body. And then push down into me so you can lift your hips up. I got you. Nice. Okay, rest back down. I know. And actually, she's not even using me that much. But now I'm supported because you need to know how to protect your own body. Otherwise, you can really get hurt spotting people. Do that once more. You did a good job. Nice. Okay. So for the classical variation, that is where your short spine should be starting from. Yes. So that's why you want short loops for the most support. And if you've ever done leg springs in the air, yeah, short loops, that's where you want that help. Rissa, I want to be able to spot you. I haven't gotten to spot you yet. Okay. Nicely done. Okay, press out to the mirrors again. Go heels, their toes apart. And then I'm going to give you that little spot. So press into me a little bit and get those hips up a bit. Yeah, there you go. Nicely done. And again. Yeah, maybe I should do that to everybody. You think I should? Okay. Yeah, push into me a little. Nicely done. Okay. That's good. One more. Nice. Rest back down. Okay, good. Little break. Take a break if you want to. I know, I'm going to do everybody. Okay, go heels together. Yep, press down a little bit. Okay, and then hang on, let me. You're just so tiny. Yeah, hands are perfect right there. Press into me just a little. There you go. And then back down. One more. Yeah, you are. It looks good. There you go. And then rest. Nicely done. Last one. Let everyone get a little feel. Madison, nice job over there. Okay, press into me. Yep, there you go. And back down. You're not using me that much either. Yeah. And then you didn't either, Jordan. Nice, Mary. Rest. Nice job. Okay. It is a little because you're working really hard. So, yes. So when you go into your short spine, try to keep your head down. Okay. So now, as we take this into your short spine, you're obviously not going to keep your hips and legs like both up. It's just you start with the hips lifting. So start with that low abdominal connection of like, oh my God, low abs. And then as soon as you feel your little tailbone come up, let the legs come up as well. And then you get to like get that nice help. Yeah, Rissa, nice job. Ava, nice job. I know it's freaking hard. Yes, Jordan. Yes, Jordan. Now let your legs go back. You got it. Nicely done. And then you can roll it back down. Rissa did a nice job on that one. Nice, Mary. Rissa, you did a good job on that one. Kirsten, I didn't get to see yours. Yeah, let me watch it again. It's hard. No, you're good. Yeah, exactly. Ava, nice job. What? Yeah, your last one looks good. Just try to get those. Yeah, there you go. Yes, there you go. Now up and then back to me. Yes, beautiful, Tiara. bend to come back down. Do that again. And up, yep, and back. Oh shit, my shin. Okay, now bend your knees. Yes, and roll down, and it's really good. Okay, you guys, do some leg circles. Settle out your spine. We just did a lot to it. Yeah, be gentle to your body. Okay, so um, disclaimer today was a lot on your back, your hips, your shoulders, your abs. So this is where like leg circles are really nice to just like move through everything that we did because all those exercises are like a lot on your body, especially the back muscles. Please do. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Like a little mini. Yeah. I love that. Yeah. Because then you get like a little bit of traction for your low back without the load. Yeah. Yeah. I love that. Right. And you don't have to candlestick. Yeah. I love that option. Yeah. Thank you for sharing. It's super good. Yeah. So our last exercise, let's do that inner thigh. Okay, so let's start, take your foot bar down and let's start with your body bar standing inner thighs on a yellow. Maybe I'll go over here with this for a little change of scenery for the end. Yeah, let's go that way. Okay, we're gonna face the restrooms. Okay. Also, did you guys see my shirt? Isn't it fun? It says get in loser. We're going to Pilates from Mean Girls. Because now that I'm like unpacking my clothes, I'm like, oh my God, I love this tank top. Grab it. I got this tank top like 8 years ago. But it's like back in because Mean Girls is back in again, which is really fun. Thanks. So true. So true. Okie dokie. So for our body bar standing inner thighs, we're on one yellow. Press the carriage out, and it's going to be challenging. When we do this body bar variation, you can feel that the work is very much on the out, right? When you're pressing the carriage away, because then you're like, your body's like floating around in space, and you're like, what is going to happen? Am I going to get stuck out here? How is it? And for a lot of people, this can be a lot on the knees. So, because your knees are trying to grab and stabilize. And we don't ever want to strain your knees, especially when we're trying to work inner thighs, right? So, as you know, your progression is to walk your foot a little closer to the shoulder block. Why does that make it harder? Yes. Yes. Yes, exactly. It's further to go. You've got a little bit less help from the spring. Yep, a little bit less resistance. Yes, exactly. You don't get as much of a break. Yeah, exactly. Yes, not as much stability. Exactly. So we're going to try to go like full range of motion. So let's add a red. Do a red and a yellow so you guys trust that you won't get stuck. One red, one yellow. You won't get stuck. Okay, pop that left foot over as far as you feel okay. Yeah. You got it, Mary. Knowing that your goal is to have that left foot against the shoulder block, which Jordan's doing a nice job of back there. Good job, Jordan. Feet are ideally still parallel. Yes. Rissa, I think you can. You could take off the yellow because you're kind of petite too. Yeah, try it, Rissa. Ooh, she's doing it. Yes, she is. Okay, so now, yes, you're good. Take a rest if you want to. For sure. Oh, yeah. Like Sierra. Yeah, exactly. So leg length, it's just leg length. I know that like she's naturally with shorter legs going to be working a little harder than you. Nice job, Ava. Okay, so if you feel good, take off your yellow. Red and a blue is fine. Yep. Okay, and then you're just on a red, just on a red. Try it again. Yeah, see, like Sierra is working harder than you are just naturally because she's like can't bring it. Nice job, Rissa. Okay, nice job, Rachel. So now pull the carriage in and hold it super still. So now you'll find the work is actually trying to hold it all the way in and then press it back out again. And you won't split your vagina in half. It's okay. And then pull in, hold it super still. Okay, now our intensifiers here are working the ins. So you're going to pull it in, hold it still. Don't let your carriage move at all the way in. Touch the stopper, and then you can bend down and pick up your nice summer watermelon. And you're trying to keep it still. Don't let it move. Yeah, don't let it move, Ava. Don't let it move. Yes, good job. Don't let it move. Do it again. Nice. Try to keep it all the way in the whole time. Try to pick it. Nice, Madison. Nice, Kristen. Try to pick up three watermelons without letting it move. Yeah, step two. Rachel, nicely done. Nicely done. It's a lot. Isn't that redonkulous? Nice job, Rachel. Rachel, you're crushing that one. Yes. Yay. Okay. So, would you would you teach this on anything lighter than a red? Correct. Do not teach this on anything lighter than a red. Why? Yes, absolutely. That is just like too much. Yeah, just too much. It like we are really pushing the limits. So starting off with a supportive spring like a red and a blue or a red and a yellow, so that you trust that when you're out, your feet can still grab. Because when you're out, it's a bit more of a stretch where you're like, ooh, what's my range of motion? Okay. And then when you bring it in, that's when you're like, hold it on the stopper. What? And that's more of that magic circle strength where you're squeezing more. With standing inner thighs with body bar, when you're opening it up, it's more stability. Can you control the carriage not flying away? This, we're trying to squeeze as much out of it as we can, literally. I would start with putting their foot as far as they feel comfortable, as far over, as far to the tower, as far to the shoulder block as comfortable. And then if they feel good, the goal is the foot goes against the shoulder block. I frequently teach it with the sticky pad. I have them put it here and I have their goal be the foot on the sticky pad because that is a nice one for every height. And then if you have longer legs or if they're comfortable, then they can go against the shoulder block. Why would we get to use the shoulder block as a landmark of your foot placement? Yeah, something to press against. So you don't have to grip with your feet. Exactly. Yeah, externally rotated is okay. Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, that's okay too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice. Look at you, Ava. Nice job. Yeah, that's what she was saying. And you have that background, don't you? Like cheer and stuff. Yeah, dance. Yeah. Yay. Okay, well, you guys, yay. Thanks. Okay, let's press stop recording.